gonna get popped. We come to pop you. Many from here we come to pop you. Fuck you balloons, how we come to pop you. A little more balloons, that's what we gonna chop. We've been on this map for 38 hours, can't give up. Nope, keep on going, yeah, it's sunk cost a fallacy, but fuck it, ball. You dropping, everything is popping. From notorious peaks again, and back with another spin. Big A on a tailspin to make them pop again. Round 98 till it come and go. Yeah, if we restart, we still do it again. We pop balloon like Quincy and Papa. Come to pop, watch them drop, no flop, just chop. Tell them how we gonna pop. Pop. Balloons, man, they never stop. Pop. Hey, yeah, man, this is a run. Pop. 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 We're gonna pop you. Pop. We're gonna pop you. Here we come to pop you. You're gonna get popped. We come to pop you.
Okay.
And from here we come to pop you.
Good to see ya. Good to a little loud. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. That was an incredible song by Notorious Thicks, one of the last songs of the Popathon, if any of you remember that. If any of you remember that, way back in the day, may seem quaint to you now, but it really was quite a moment. Quite a moment. Face reveal, here we go. What? He's old? He's chunk? Wait a minute. I thought my streamer wasn't a chunk. Look at this, though. Steamed vegetables. Yuck. Ew. This is not sour candy. This is sour candy. Rabbit food. Not professional to eat on the job. Would you tell that to a Marine eating an MRE? Because that's what I'm doing right now, basically. Would you tell that to a fucking paratrooper deployed behind enemy lines in the middle of a war zone? If they wolf down some rations before going off to combat? Because that's what I'm doing right now. If not harder. Actually, it is harder. Can't hear music if playing it. I'm not playing. Do you want me to play music? Are you saying you don't you don't want to hear me? Just drown it out? How about Zelda 10 hours music? Okay, let's just fucking enjoy that. Gifties! Jagowski! Thank you very much. That Fannie Mae removed the credit score requirement for their mortgage loans? I think Melody Wright was just talking about that. Fucking crazy. Everyone's credit score getting worse, so rather than reduce the loans, just remove the requirement. I like that. I like that. Turn the volume on what? On the music or me? Two separate audio tracks, baby. Tchaikovsky, thank you for that gift. Did you have a message? You said, oh, you asked your message. Music too loud. First of all, Zelda music can never be too loud. So, first of all, jot that down. We don't need this. I just wanted to play a little bit. It's that's like the Song of Storms or something, right? It's a great song. Zelda music's incredible. It's Gerudo Valley? You're right. What is the Song of Storms? That's the one I like. Wait, let me see if I can do it from memory. Isn't the Song of Storms like da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na? Is that the one I'm thinking of? Song of Storms, Zelda. That shit takes me back. comment. I wish it was 1998 all over again. The world and gaming were just so different then. What a time to be a teenager. ... That's a. I mean, you know, I can see it, but there's definitely been some great games since 1998, bro. Reading your own comment. there's this really wise comment. I don't even know who wrote it. Relax, folks. Relax. Oh, wait. I bet when you hear that song, you guys don't even get the right visual. That's so fucked up. You guys hear this song and you're just like, oh, fun Zelda music. You don't literally picture yourself in the fucking windmill with the crazy guy spinning the thing and you don't get the fucking visual. I think of Smash Bros. Interesting. Dude, somebody said I think of YouTube video essays, and that's so funny to me. There's certain like classic game songs you guys hear and you've only heard it from a fucking video essay. Bro, please fix your audio. Fix your fucking ears! How was that for I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep it up. I wanted to crash out, but I couldn't keep it up. You're probably right. You're probably right, bro. My fucking audio's not great. But am I going to fix it permanently? No. So why, let a fish be a fish, dude. Do you stand there and scream at fish? Fucking breathe air outside of water. Breathe air. No, they can't do that because they're fish. It's just who they are. You do that. A huge number of you yell at fish. That's interesting. How do you think they evolved? That's how they first went onto land. It took my chatters to yell at fish to create the first mammals. That's incredible. That is incredible. You guys did a real fucking powerful job. Oh, summer 1998. A young H-Rock with his Nintendo 64. He's in Florida. He'll move to Germany in 1 year. And when he gets to Germany, he'll begin a plot to undermine their nuclear power. I lived in Germany, yeah, in the millennium. Boo-dee-boo, boo-dee-boo. People clearly want H-Rock to talk about the Lakers game. Okay, I will. I was at the Lakers game last night. Pretty damn good seats. No, dude, I don't know if I have a photo maybe. Maybe I have a photo. I was 5 rows behind Will fucking Ferrell, dude. Check this out. Where'd I put it? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Wow, rich boy. Hey. Hardest job in the world. That's Will Ferrell if I've ever seen him, bro. That's crazy. She was also, I watched with Stanzy and Aiden and Kelbo and, oh, I don't have my fucking camera nor my chat. And that is not good. There it is. Dude, the guy next to us, he didn't know the name Will Ferrell. He's the one that pointed it out to me. He's like, hey, that's Elf. He's like, that's the Elf guy. It's Elf. And I'm like, excuse me? And then I look and I see it's Will Ferrell. And it's like, that's what you know him for? He's Will Ferrell, bro. He's done more. Elf is good, but he's done more than Elf. And then also the guy was decked the fuck. That's not Chad Smith. I'm like, Will Ferrell comes to every Lakers game, so it's got to be Will Ferrell, right? I know they look similar, but it's not Chad Smith. uh, look it up. Chad Smith. I mean, I know they look the same. Don't get me wrong. But Will Ferrell is a notorious Lakers fan. Why wouldn't it be him? Will Ferrell Lakers. Let's find out right now. I mean, wait, they're both there. Wait, they both go to Lakers games. Oh, maybe it was Chad Smith. I mean, I don't know who the fuck Chad Smith is, bro. I've only heard of him as like a guy that looks like Will Ferrell. Spotted at the Lake Show, Will Ferrell and Chad Smith. Wait, what if they were next to each other? He's the drummer for Red Hot Chili Peppers. Okay. Were you sporting the merch? Yeah, I was wearing this hat. Anyway, regardless, well, let me see who else is there. Because I thought I saw Leo DiCaprio there, but now I don't know. Now I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, it was Leo. That was Leo. Dude. This headline is so funny. This headline is so funny. Leo DiCaprio tucks into chicken nuggies and soda during a rare appearance out with a boys' night out at the Los Angeles Lakers. Look at him go. Couple chicken nuggies. Anyway, we were behind this. So, you know, celebrities notwithstanding, it was a great game. It was a great game because it was very intense and very close and very fun. And I brought the biggest Spurs fan I know, the Crimson Blur, who sat next to me and cheered against the Lakers while I cheered for them. It was very fun. But there was more free throws in that game. I don't know, you know, maybe you guys didn't see it, but than like any game I've ever seen in my life by a lot. It was one of the slowest games, constantly fouling. 4 different players fouled out. But, you know, the last quarter was pretty exciting. Who's your head at? Where's your... I only watch highlights. If you only watch highlights, that game was probably way better. But they're live. It was the most stop and start game I've ever seen. It was crazy. But Lakers won. Luka undefeated versus Wemby. Lakers second seed in the West. Then never even had LeBron hasn't even played yet. He's been injured. Austin Reeves has been out. Exciting time, dude. Exciting fucking time. Very, very, very fun. Ayton's playing well. All the haters and fakes said Ayton would be fucking trash. He's playing really good. They're going to be worse with Braun. Dude, somebody put that in my fucking mind and it's scaring me. If you guys don't know, I'll talk about Lakers for only a little bit more. I'm sorry. But the Los Angeles Lakers, team with LeBron James on it, have not had LeBron for the first 9 games of this season. And they've done really well, 7-2. And there's a thought that like they're gelling so well with Luka being the center of the offense and all his support cast around him that LeBron might make the team worse. Like he might fuck up the flow. Like if they bring LeBron back, I don't think that's 100% true, but like what if he comes back and they lose? They start losing. That's so strange to think about. Overreaction? Probably. I'm no expert. I'm not JJ. Too many chefs in the kitchen? Possible. Very possible. If he's a real GOAT like Faker, he'll work in any team. Yeah, I agree. I'm sure he'll find a way to work in any team, but it's like definitely Luka's team right now. So, how do I access the Lemonade Stand Discord if I submit on Patreon? You definitely have access. I would caution you, you know, as a general rule of life, when you're looking for advice on things, you should go to people you think you can trust on that subject. Do you think I am the best person to give you technical advice on how to link a Discord or like, do you think that I'm the one who knows that shit in and out and can diagnose your problem? Because I promise you that I'm not. I got no fucking idea, bro. As far as I know, you sign up for the Patreon, you connected, it works. What the fuck else am I gonna tell you? Oh, you gotta where's your head at? Where's your head at? A stream where you try to diagnose chatter illnesses would go hard. Psychological or physical? Because I could diagnose all of you psychologically. Physically, I don't think I have the WebMD Trioc. I would prescribe less Tylenol to your parents for all of these. That's my prescription. Okay. It is funny they walked that back. Did you see the new presidential walk of fame at the White House? No. Walk of fame? The presidential walk of fame. Wow, this is real. You know what? Wait a minute. Let me show you guys what we're talking about. They added a presidential walk of fame. It looks like this. What? Okay, here we go. I mean, you caught me here. It looks like this. To the side of the White House, it says the presidential walk of fame in gold. There's a bunch of gold, and there's all the presidents, and you can walk along it. Looks a little tacky. Guys, this is my straw. I've supported Trump through thick and thin. You know I have. I've been a diehard day one, make America great again guy. But this is tacky. You know what I'm saying? This is tacky. It's gaudy. Everything else, I feel like he's killing it. He's crushing it. It's a golden age. But this, I don't know that I can do this. Is Biden there? God willing, he's not. If you put a big auto pin picture, then I'm back on his side. H-Ruck, I met Obama tonight. How did you meet Obama? Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Let me be clear. You are an H-Ruck chatter? I saw Hank Green speak tonight. That's cool. What, you watched the video or what? I saw Hank Green speak is a fun way to say like you fucking click play on a video. I saw H-Rock speak tonight. I saw Big A on stream last night. Did you see Hank Green collab with Clash of Clans? No. No, I guess I missed Hank Green and the Clash of Clans fucking long-awaited collab. Gay Obama be like? What does gay Obama be like? Oh, let me be queer. Yeah, I got it. I figured it. I got there. I got there. I was like, you set it up. You set it up, and it was. I saw the line. You alley-ooped it. Luca to Ayton with the lob and the jam. I got it. Have you seen that the Switch 2 has sold over 10 million units? I didn't see the exact number, but I know it's doing crazy well. They fucking did it. Those crazy bastards at Nintendo. They finally just released the sequel to a successful console and put a 2 at the end. I can't fucking believe it. It took them decades, but they finally realized if it's successful, just do it again and add a 2. Didn't they try to do that with Wii U? I have a simple question for you. A really simple question for you. Do you think that the number 2 is the same as the letter U? Do you understand what the point of my joke? The joke that I was making was at the expense of the Wii U, which was a big failure because they did not do the 2. But then you are saying, like, what about you're not? I feel like if you can't follow that, we're at an impasse. Plus you. Funny, funny, funny stuff. Funny stuff. Starting my first corporate job at RBC on Monday. Is that the Royal Bank of Canada? Used your talking points on AI in my interview. TY my goat. What the fuck you mean? You owe me your paycheck now. You stole from me. You stole from me. You appropriated my intellectual property to get a job that you. Oh, he subbed. Never mind. No, I'm kidding. Congrats. Big congrats on getting the job. What talking point? I mean, like, wouldn't a place like RBC be super pro AI? I'm shocked you could say the stances I've had and do well in the interview. But that's cool. Maybe more about like financial bubble. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? I told my boss I watch you, and the look of disgust on his face was unforgettable. That's strange. Not that someone could not be a fan. Why would your boss know who I am to the level where he would be disgusted? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't he just be like, oh, who's that? I don't know. Your boss? That means he's a fan, dude. Boss of this week's viewer. Any plans on doing other Crypto Shark Tanks in the apps in the coming week? I love that shit. Yeah, maybe I'll do a Crypto Shark Tank tomorrow. I do leave on Sunday for Japan. The Japans. So I'll have to balance this with that and this with that, but his boss is Dan Clancy. That would make sense, actually. He saw your Hollow Knight boss tier list. If he saw that, he wouldn't be disgusted. He'd be fucking praising me. It's my best video. Okay? It's my best video. The Hollow Knight boss tier list is a perfect distillation of the thrills and chills of a game of Hollow Knight. Win Skong boss tier list. I think I have more bosses. I played a little offline Skong. I beat a boss. I beat a boss. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! It was like a big chef guy. He was bouncing around. He was a big chef. He had a little green. Yeah, he had a big ass. Yes, he's a chef with a big ass. Yeah, he was packing. He was packing. It sounds crazy if you don't know the game. There was a chef with a big ass, and I smacked it, to be honest. He's thick. He's a chef with a bakery in the back. Dude, some of you have a real mastery of the English language. I gotta be honest with you. It is impressive to come up with that on the spot. A chef with a bakery in the back. True, dude. Fucking true. I can't help but agree. Who are you gonna interview on Japan? We're gonna interview Seadog VA. I think we're gonna interview Chris Broad. And Seadog knows a expert on Japanese politics is going to talk to us. And I have to warn you ahead of time, the expert is a white guy. So despite going to Japan and talking about Japanese politics with a local expert, it's still going to be a 4 white guys podcast. But as far as I can tell, the guy is he's lived there a long time, deeply knowledgeable, knows what's going on. So, where's your head at? No Shinzo Abe? I don't have the Ouija board, but I would love to hear from him. I'd love to hear from Shinzo. Do a seance, go to his grave. The schedule didn't line up for Shinzo? Well, yeah, I guess not. AH Rock, first game programming job out of college. It's in Japan, but that means I get paid a Japanese salary now. Thoughts? I mean, look, you got a cool job out of college. I'm excited for you. That's cool and interesting. As far as I know, I have friends that live in Japan. Ari's maid of honor lives in Japan. It's tough in that the yen is weak, and so the salary doesn't go as far as you want, especially if you're buying overseas goods. If you import anything or if you want to travel, your paycheck doesn't go as far. But Japan's, a beautiful, awesome country. That they have social stability in a way the U.S. doesn't have. They have trains. They have a lot. They have clean cities. It's all a balancing act, bro. I'm happy for you. Nara Park Obama be like, let me kick deer. That's good. That's good. Can you make yourself louder? Yeah. How about this? How about now? How about now? Has my audio come to dominate your eardrums? How about that? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Holy, he sounds so fucking good, dude. Holy. I think I'm deaf now. What a cacophony of sound. 4 words. Turn the volume up. I, Zoran Mamdani, have 4 words to the viewers of the Atrioc Twitch channel. Turn the volume up. Did you already cover last night's Laker game? I covered it in that I was there and I was very excited. I talked about it for a bit. It was very fun. 7-2, unstoppable dynasty. I'm a recency biased Lakers fan maniac, so they're already going to win a chip. I've guaranteed it. Luka's going to be MVP. JJ's coach of the year. Marcus Smart, defensive player of the year. It's over, dude. It's over. It's already guaranteed. I saw I actually did see Will Smith of the Dodgers. I saw a Will Ferrell look-like, Chad Smith. Oh, one more thing basketball related. Speaking of 2K, you don't need to know about basketball to know this is fucking funny. Wait, where is it? This is like one of the coolest, most aura moves I've ever seen. Did I save it? Where? Oh, yeah. It was Donovan Mitchell of the Cavs. He was playing.
Pissed me off today.
He was playing 2K, NBA 2K, with a stranger online. That guy was talking trash. That guy finds out he's a professional basketball player, Donovan Mitchell. He starts talking more shit, saying he's a washed unk. Saying he's a washed unk. Donovan Mitchell says, He's like, I haven't seen any highlight reel recently. Next day, Donovan drops what, 40, 41, 45? Something insane. How much is that? That is such a cool. That is like one of the coolest aura farms you could ever do. A generational comeback. If you don't watch the NBA, 46 is an insane amount of points to score. To be talk shit online and then go to an NBA game and top a generational performance. I think that's so sick, dude. That's so sick. Now that kid is like a lifelong Donovan Mitchell fan. Luka's averaging that? Yeah, well, no one's talking shit to Luka, though. Strange Grapes, thank you for the prime. Isto, thank you for the 48 months. Did you see Mr. Beast theme park? No fucking way. Mr. Beast theme park? What? In fucking Riyadh? Holy shit, dude. Mr. Beast theme park in Riyadh. That's crazy. Wait, let's pull this up. This is unreal. Stop advertising Call of Duty to me. Mr. Beast is launching his own Beastland theme park, but it's in Saudi Arabia. In November? Wait, like this November? Custom rides inspired by his plethora of YouTube videos? Visitors load balls into real catapults and try to fire them into massive 60-foot tubes for points. Is there a video on this? This is crazy. They asked him why Riyadh. He said, middle of the world because a majority of my audience is outside of America and we have a big Middle Eastern fan base. Wanted to give them a chance to participate. To be clear, Mr. Beast also chose Saudi Arabia because he signed a deal with the Saudi-funded Riyadh season earlier this year, and Beastland was a part of the deal. $7 to get in? That's a great deal. Oh, but it doesn't include rides, activations, experiences, or games. So, okay. Interesting. I don't know what you're going to do then. Just walk around and buy food. It's like a ticket to go in and buy food. 25 to do challenge experience games plus 3 rides. You need to pay $66 to go on every ride. I guess, I mean, that is high, I guess, but it's like less than Disney. But also, I assume Disneyland has a little more expertise than fucking Beastland. You have to see how well this is actually going to look. Is there a video? I'd love to see a video if there was one. Mr. Beast theme park video. Like, what is this going to look like? Mr. Beast theme park. There's no video. Weird from Mr. Beast not to. Here, we'll get a TikToker to tell us.
Mr. Beast.
This is the best way to learn all news. It's with some guy holding up a TikTok mic in a short form video.
Beast is opening his own theme park. So in Saudi Arabia, Mr. Beast is about to open Beastland. It's supposed to open this month and will feature custom rides inspired by his YouTube video.
They all have the same cadence.
Mr. Beast also says the park includes the world's largest prize wall. Now, as for why he's opening it in Saudi Arabia and not North America, according to Mr. Beast, this is so it'll be more accessible to.
All right, we already did this. Nothing new. Nothing new. Okay. Well, I guess I can't say much more. If there's no other news, then we'll just talk about it when it comes more available. Last to leave the park wins. First to leave the park dies. That way you're stuck in there. Benji98. Thank you for the when's the H-Rock theme park in North Korea? It's already open, we just didn't market it. We keep it low key. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kim. We just did it for the real fans in North Korea, not as like a marketing stunt. So first name basis? Yeah, absolutely. Pyongyang Triok. Big A, will the Melody Wright interview include explanations in the full form of the acronyms? I'm going to try, dude. I'm going to try and have like pop-ups and explanations and maybe little cut-ins of me explaining things. Because she did get into some jargon there. We're going to cut out some of the more difficult to understand questions. Because I thought she had some really good stuff that is broadly useful to everybody. But also it's we're trying to get it out timely instead of waiting a long time like the other one. So it's a balancing act. We'll get as much as we can get. Where's your head at? Could you release the cut content somewhere else later? I mean, the interview was live. You can just watch it on VOD channel. The VOD channel will have the full interview. Might already have it. I don't know how fast they're going, but. We already talked about Sandwich Man? What the fuck is Sandwich Man? I want to talk about Elon Musk, GTA 6, Nancy Pelosi, and the OpenAI walkback today. Those are my things I want to talk about. Maybe also watch the new Almost Friday, and maybe also, but I don't know who Sandwich Man is. But everyone's saying, let's talk about Sandwich Man, guy who threw a sub. Throwing sandwiches is a victimless crime. What are we talking about? Who's Sandwich Man? Jury acquits DC sandwich guy charged with chucking a sub at the federal agent. Is there a video of this? What was the throw like? Sandwich Man.
Breaking news, though, about an hour ago, a jury found the man known as DC's sandwich guy not guilty of a misdemeanor assault. Good to be with you on this afternoon. I'm Annie Yu. You've probably seen the viral video by now of Sean Dunn tossing a salami Subway sandwich at a federal officer back in August. And since then, he's become a symbol for some of DC's resistance to federal law enforcement in the city. Eric Flack was in the courtroom for the entire trial and has the new reaction from the sandwich guy, Eric.
Bro, he hauled ass. Bro, tossed the sandwich and he hauled ass. I guess they got him, though.
7 hours of deliberation over 2 days, and Sean Dunn at this hour has been found not guilty of one federal misdemeanor assault charge after that viral incident on August 10th where he went on a profanity-laced tirade against a number of federal officers and threw that Subway sub right into the ballistic chest of one of those Customs and Border Patrol agents. Now, I want to show you some video that we had just about an hour ago. Sean Dunn and his legal team all smiles as they walked out of the courtroom shortly after the verdict. The hours of jury deliberation.
The judge was about to find him guilty, but then he threw another salami sandwich at her. It was actually the most brilliant defense I've ever seen. It was incredible. He should have walked out and eaten a sandwich. That would have been the fucking most insane. Had somebody hand him a sandwich and he takes a big bite.
But they just didn't agree with the Department of Justice that the sandwich toss met the definition of forcible assault and that Dunn's actions impeded or interfered with federal agents' assignment that night as they chased him down U Street after the sandwich toss to arrest him. Despite the viral social media attention that followed, the DOJ brushed aside the idea that what happened was no big deal. They told jurors, regardless of what they thought about the federal presence in D.C., the case was about someone who crossed the line. But Dunn's attorney said that sandwich toss was really just an exclamation point on his First Amendment right to protest the officer's presence that night. Now, just about an hour ago, here's what Dunn had to say.
I would like to thank family and friends and strangers
Take a bite.
for all of their support, whether it was emotional or spiritual or artistic or financial. To the people that opened their hearts and homes to me, I am eternally grateful. And I am so happy that justice prevails in spite of everything happening. And that night, I believe that I was protecting the rights of immigrants. And let us not forget that the Great Seal of the United States says e pluribus unum. That means from many, one. Every life matters, no matter where you came from.
It's true. It's true, but it is funny to say that as the sandwich man. Good for him. I'm glad they didn't fucking jail him for tossing a salami sandwich. Do a Subway ad. They need the help. Where's your head at? Okay. Well, let's talk about a couple things. The $1 trillion deal from Tesla would be number one, but I'm just seeing there's anything else to talk about because did you see that the late ballots, mail-in ballots came in and Curtis Sliwa got 10 million votes? I did see that. He's the new mayor of New York. It was a surprise. It was a real November surprise. Saved, dude. Absolutely saved. It sucks because I am a huge fan of Curtis Sliwa, but I'm also a big fan of Sharia law, and it's like I wish they could just work together. I wish somehow we could have both, dude. It's I just you never get everything you want in America, I guess. I didn't know so many Americans hated Shakira. I like her music. Shakira law would be great. Shakira law might actually save this damn country. Yo, A-Truck, I understand you just want to laugh at everything, but it's getting kind of old. You're a first-time chatter. This is your first time fucking in here, Lips. It's getting kind of old. You're not even begun. I've been laughing since before you were born. Look. Guards! Listen, hey, one thing we do with first-time chatters around here is we feed them osmanthum soup. If you're a first-time chatter, you wouldn't know this. We feed delicious osmanthum soup to new chatters who talk like that. Take a big old swig. What do you think about guys? We talked about all this stuff yesterday. I'm not trying to fucking. Everyone keeps asking me about Lena Khan on Mamdani's team. I talked about it. I did a whole thing. What can I say? Well, I can't say it again. Did you see this? What's this? Poly market. The odds of this can't be fucking true. I'm checking. The poly market of wow, dude. Okay, wait, we'll talk about this first. So if you guys don't know, GTA 6 was delayed yet again. Yet a fucking again. To November 19th, 2026. It was in May. Now it is in November of next year. So basically a full year from today still. And that's if they don't delay it yet again. Predictably, Take-Two stock took a bit of a tumble. Take-Two was a little bit of a stumble. I think where it does, keep up this. I mean, I think a lot of people, console makers, AAA devs, people are hoping this game comes out so it can stop hanging over their own release windows and also, bring some life to the new consoles. I mean, they're doing pretty well, but just move units, be good for the AAA part of the industry. It feels like indie's been running the fucking show this year. And I guess now it's going to be like that for most of next year, especially if they push it back even further. I'd rather just take their time and not release a shit game. Well, how long has it been? How long has it been since GTA 5? 11 years. 12 years. 12 years, bro. So I agree with you. In theory, of course I agree with you. That they should cook on the game and make it great, but this is crazy, right? Is there any amount of time you think would be appropriate to be like, this is taking too long? Although I will say this, I think you have a good point. I'll say one point that I think you have, which is like, if you've waited this long, what's another 6 months, you know? It's like with Silksong. It's like, if you've waited that long, well, I'll wait a little longer. Fuck it. Might as well. But yeah, I mean, like Cyberpunk had a lot of delays and it didn't, it's a sign, it's almost like a sign of problems if there's that many delays. I'd be concerned that they can't pull it all together. But Rockstar's got a good track record. They fired 30 people trying to unionize. If they don't fire the unionizers, how will they force them all to crunch to get the game out? Think about it. Fucking think about it. Thinking USD. Holy Jesus Christ. Is that 50 gifties or 100? I can't even see the number. You have a question. What was your question? Oh, Jesus Christ. Think of the gifties. 100 fucking gifties. Goddamn. You said, yo, H-Rock, have you checked the Bitcoin price lately? I thought it was all over for crypto. Oh, wait, that was in 2024 you said that. I mean, it's certainly up since 2024, but I do think it's actually had a bad few days. Yeah, it's down 20% in the past month. Jesus Christ. Did you make a bunch of money on crypto or what? Why are you dropping all these gifties? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. I've never seen 200 at once. Did you sell? Are you a gold investor? What? What's your fucking... What is your deal, bro? These are thinking USD. You're not even typing. You haven't typed in a year, bro. Literally, your last message is 1 year ago today. What is going on? Say something. Say something. Let me say, what is Bitcoin over a year? It's up 40% in the past year. I assume you're a Bitcoin guy. Congratulations if you did well on that, I guess. And maybe you sold. Chargeback incoming? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Fucking maybe. I assume. I'll survive. I'm not gonna rush out and upgrade the Honda Fit. Don't worry about that. I won't make any crazy financial purchases till these gifties clear, okay? But I appreciate that. I'll buy the Fit off you. I'll never sell the Fit. I drive the Fit till the wheels come off, which they have, by the way. When I was driving with Rachel to the H-Rock music live show, and the fucking tire literally, and I was like, ah, and I had to pull over on the side of the road. Middle of the night highway. It also has like a fucking scratch in it and a dent in it. It was so funny when Quack first saw my car. Because, like, I signed his paychecks. He was like, bro, your car. It's like, why do you drive this fucking car? I know you make more money than this. It's a beast, dude. It's a beast. Thinking USD, thank you very much for the gifties, but now I'm getting suspicious. I sincerely appreciate it. This is an absurd amount of money, an absurd amount of oil money. I assume you are a crypto legend or you are chargebacking me. Either way, or you're that guy I told to launder money through me. I forgot if you guys, so here's the thing you can do if you're a streamer, a little known fact. If you're a streamer and you want to make some extra money, offer to launder cartel money. They'll give you subs and you just give them a cut back, take a small bit off the top. And it's a great way to make a little extra squeesh. Gotta be the worst way to launder. Yeah, I mean, mathematically it would be because you're giving up half of it to fucking Dan Clancy. And then like another 5% to me. So you're laundering your money, but oh, he chatted? All right, wait, what did he say? User thinking USD. What did he say? Thank you for all the entertainment. I love alternative perspectives, even if I don't agree with them. I mainly watch the YouTube channels and I love supporting any creator who puts significant effort into their craft. I don't want to tell you that you're appreciated. You can just Google me? What do you mean? You're Googleable? Oh, he's a big crypto guy. Wait, I'm actually honestly impressed with that because I've never, ever, ever been anything but critical of crypto. And so that means you genuinely want to hear things that aren't. That's crazy. I'm actually crazy. I'm pretty shocked. Well, thank you for the gifties. I appreciate it. 12 hours ago, you said this. It really feels like equities, stocks, are cooked. And if stocks are cooked, then our coins are about to get smacked. I think you're right. Yeah, I think it's a good analysis. It does feel like that in a way. A lot of coins are getting smacked. He's going to be on the next Crypto Shark Tank. He wants a favorable review. For 700 gifties, I'll swim. I'll swim for 700 gifties, bro. Easy money. So is stream over for today? You made all the money you need. Unfortunately, bro. Unfucking-fortunately. No matter how many gifties I sell, it doesn't pay for 8-ish. My boss. You know what I'm saying? I have to talk about Elon Musk because the boss is fucking clocking me. 77 gifties for a total of 777. Ding, 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 ding. 700. That's the most gifties I've ever gotten in my life. I don't even really know what to say, honestly. 777 jackpot, baby. Luca. Thank you, thinking USD, for the fucking support. Truly absurd amount of subs, actually. I think that's like 1/6 of all my subs. You know what, guys? Crypto might not be so bad. You know, I've spent 5 years railing against crypto, but now that I think about it, maybe it's like this new digital paradigm. Maybe it's like sort of like the future of money in a way. Isn't it sort of like, this is like Nate Shot on that one podcast. Isn't it sort of like, CoffeeZilla readying his next video about Atrecoin? This is what it feels like to be a politician receiving bribes. Yeah, but even more direct. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? H-Rock sells out for 77 subs. At least Nate Shot's number is 100 mil. Yeah, well, Nate Shot's richer than me. He plays golf. He has expensive tastes. If I can afford a fancy water, that's all you need to buy me, bro. Can you please stop bringing up Lakers and Luka? As a Mavs fan, it makes me want to KMS 6X. Bro, I can't, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I do feel bad for the Mavs, but at least the league cheated and gave you Cooper Flag. So think about that. It's going to be a bad year, but he could That could be something. Mm. Which politician should I follow for trades now that Nancy P is leaving us? Guys, the GOAT is retiring. The greatest trader of all time, Nancy Pelosi. The Wolf of Wall Street. The she-wolf of Wall Street. Is retiring after decades in Congress. How many years? Now, to be clear, when she's retiring is January 2027. So she wants to make sure she's in office for GTA 6. After GTA 6, then obviously she wants to play. Once that comes out, she's it's time to cash in the chips and start buying some online currency for GTA. She's 85. She'll be what, 87 when she retires? Something like that. Cool 87. A little young to be leaving American politics, but I see, you want to financial independence, retire early. She was first elected to Congress in 1987 at the age of 47. That is crazy. She was 47 in 1987, and she has never left Congress since. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. Anyway. Too short of a run, I think. Too short of a run. She's older than a baby boomer? Wait, no, she's not. Is she? When was she born? Nancy Pelosi birth year. 1940. She is technically not a baby boomer. She's older than a boomer. She's like what zillennials are to boomers. She's like half greatest gen, half boomer. Or half silent, I guess. Yeah. Greatest one before. H-Rock, do not read my last two chat messages. They are too funny. You're worried I'm going to laugh too hard? I'm going to read your messages. It's going to be too funny. You said, subtract 20 from 87. LOLL. And then you spammed it twice. Real ones get it, I'll tell you that. Real ones fucking get it. Dude, I was at the Lakers game last night, and whenever the Jumbotron would go on anybody who was under 20, any kid, anybody that looked like they were in school, they were doing this through the fucking the camera. Shit was a disgrace. It was a fucking disgrace, dude. It was a disgrace. My professor did it in class. It was cringe. Dude, a lot of adults are doing it, but it's not killing it for some reason. It's almost post ironic. I don't understand. It's unkillable. It should be cringe because boomers are doing it, but it's like surviving. It's thriving, if anything. I don't understand. It's adapting like COVID. Yeah, we're getting like the 6-7 gamma variant. Millennials got to stop stealing Zoomers memes. First of all, 6-7 not a Zoomer meme, bro. It's Gen Alpha at this point. Secondly, millennials ain't stealing shit. Except for Funko Pops. Thirdly, zip it. Pipe down. Pipe down, Unk. They stole Pokemon from us? Who? Every new generation steals Pokemon from the last generation, bro. Dude, actually, you know, this is so funny. My friend Bobby Scar, People's Champ emote, if you want to spam it. Bobby Scar has a child. He has a kid who's now like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. And the kid's a gamer and he plays games. Scar is a classic older millennial. Grew up with Pokemon, played Nintendo games, Smash Bros, gamer his whole life, still a gamer. He said something really poignant that stuck with me. He said, from my childhood until the day my son picked up Pokemon, I loved Pokemon. I played it. I watched Wolfie videos. I loved Pokemon. And then when my son started playing it and he liked it, I felt like I passed the torch. And then he tried to play it and he didn't. It was a kid's thing now or something. It was weird. He doesn't enjoy it anymore. It was just a little offhanded comment, but it like stuck with me. It was kind of beautiful. Like he doesn't play Pokemon. He's still a gamer. He plays fucking Expedition 33 and everything, but like now his son is the Pokemon player. How interesting is that? Oh, there is something much older. Yeah, he enjoys it vicariously. I think that's really fun. That's why I'm going to force my kid to play League of Legends as soon as possible so I can be free of the curse. I'm going to have my kid age 4 on the Rift. Pass it on. It's your problem now. And Stans is testing that for you? Dude, Stan's about to have a kid so soon. It's so crazy. So crazy. Stan's going to be a dad. What a world. Staniel Herbert III. A father. A December baby. You're going to watch Vince Gilligan's new show? You mean the one where he gets the Kim Wexler actress to play a Kim Wexler type character? Shot exactly like Better Call Saul. That one? You've done it again, Vince. Bravo. Bravo. Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I mean, he's fucking amazing, right? He's really talented. The thing about Vince Gilligan is once you realize he fucking loves putting the camera inside something that is being opened, you can't unsee it. He does it every 3 scenes in every show all the time. It's crazy. You're constantly watching someone like open a cookie jar and the camera's inside. Or they're like pumping gas and they're opening the gas can and the shot's inside the gas can. He does it all. Every single thing a character opens, it cuts to a camera inside the thing. And it's like, I get it, dude. I fucking get it. Put him in a porno shoot and watch cinematography forever change. That's crass. That's crass. Yeah, digging a hole and the camera's below, the hole's not. Yeah, like the camera in the hole with the shovel. He likes that. It's his action shot. Ishruk, are you hashtag anally? An ally. An ally. Are you an ally? That's a hashtag that could be reworked, I think. I think that hashtag could be reworked for good marketing purposes. What was hashtag an ally? What was there was some of that. This actually happened to someone I remember back when hashtags were more of a thing. But it's blanking in my mind. I remember Donald Glover was Dong Lover as his username. Which was always pretty funny. Susan album party. Sus anal bum party. Yeah, it's good. Hashtag spoon. Have you seen Don Glover's Tumblr? No, I've never been on Tumblr. I've never been a Tumblr guy. This might shock you. This might fucking throw you for a loop. But the straight white guy in the Lakers hat is not a big Tumblr guy. This might make you fucking crazy. Even though, hashtag an ally, I'm just not a big Tumblr guy. I never spent a lot of time on Tumblr. Slime was a Tumblr guy? Well, yeah, okay. Sure. Bald though. He's bald. Okay, going to see a movie. So too bad you and Ari don't like me and Linkus anymore and want to see movies with us. Heartbreak. Hashtag not an ally. First of all, you guys are a straight couple. You're a straight white couple. So there's no, that wouldn't make me. And then also, secondly, we do love you guys, but you moved to damn Texas, bro. We would love to go to movies with you. Ari cries about it. She's like, all our friends left fucking LA. Which is pretty mean to Stans and Rochelle. But we no, actually, most are the couples, dude. People that want to do like double dates to a movie, nobody in LA wants to do that. We're a classic millennial double date to a movie type couple, dude. Nobody wants to do that. Even fucking Stans doesn't want to do it because he's a movie hater. Old. I don't go to the movies no more. I mean, me neither now. Chainsaw Man double date. How do you hate movies? He just doesn't like them. I heard the Chainsaw Man movie's good. Somebody told me that. Somebody said they binged the whole Chainsaw Man series. It was Kelby. He said he binged the whole Chainsaw Man series and then watched the movie, and it was a heat. That's what he said. I mean, I like that it's only like 12 episodes or something. That's pretty cool. But, you know, to be a really good anime, it should probably have 680 episodes. And then a manga that goes another fucking 10,000 chapters. And it should have just so much fucking overwhelming amount of content that you can waste your entire life watching it to fill every waking moment that you would otherwise have to think about your existence. You can just pack another slop episode in to keep your mind occupied. That would be, I think, a better use of a slop episode, if you will. Wait, that's a great idea. That's your stream for me. People say that, but that can't be true because I don't provide enough content. Bro, I'm live like 2 hours, 2-3 hours a day. There's just no fucking way. You couldn't skip fucking multiple days a week. There's no way. I can't be your parasocial void. Skibbity Toilets React when? Me and Squeaks are going to do Skibbity Toilet Reacts any day now. It'll be really fun. Oh, Elon Musk. Oh, let's talk about it. Fuck it. Elon Musk today. Folks, we got to talk about Elon. Elon got a $1 trillion pay package approved by Tesla shareholders. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. Folks, it goes to show you that if you have a dream of becoming a trillionaire and you start as a man with $500 billion and complete dominion over a company that has a board that is scared of you leaving so much they'll give you whatever you want, you too can achieve the heights of $1 trillion pay package. This is huge. As we mentioned before, there was some high stakes going into this. Basically, Elon Musk has demanded 25% control of the company of Tesla. He only owns about 11% right now because he sold some shares. He thinks he needs at least this amount in order to have control as they go into the future and be able to have a stake in the future of the company and make decisions and yada, yada, yada. So because they're a public company and they can't change their charter after going public, there is no way to give his current 11% more voting power the way that Zuckerberg does it. Zuckerberg only has a small percent of Meta, but has 10x voting shares. They can't create those. They looked high and low. This is what they said. Robin Denholm, chairwoman of the Tesla board, said, we looked high and low. We tried every legal loophole to try and give him more voting power. They couldn't do it. So the only way is to give him more stock, to literally bump him up to 25% control. Thus comes the $1 trillion pay package, highest in human history by a lot. Okay? Package. Elon Musk himself and Tesla ran ads extolling shareholders to vote for this. They pushed for it. They talked about it. And in the end, shareholders did vote for it pretty overwhelmingly. This is Tesla's top 10 shareholders. I'm pretty sure all of these I think 9 out of 10 here voted for it. Maybe some abstained. But this one, which is the Norwegian Central Bank, the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund, 7th largest holder of Tesla stock, they voted against it publicly, said it was a massive waste of money. But they got outvoted. And Elon Musk got his package. Now, it does come with quite a few strings attached. Specifically, Tesla, at a current market cap of a little above 1.5 trillion, something around then, would have to get all the way to 8.5 trillion for him to get the full package. But if he makes it to 2 trillion, he gets some of it. So he also has to move a certain number of robotics units. He has to move a certain number of self-driving autonomous rides, things like that. But the hard number is the market cap. He has to grow it from this to this. Again, the Tesla board and shareholders said this openly. They were very scared that if they didn't give this to him, he was going to leave. And there's a very real shot that if he left, this already inflated stock would go down to more like 300 billion. And so it's like, if you're a stockholder, whatever he says kind of goes. Elon is your source of wealth, and you're going to have to take what he asks. And so he did it. So he got the 101 trillion pay package, and then he spoke at the shareholders meeting. So I wanted to watch that. I have not seen this yet, but I heard it's pretty entertaining. So let's see if we can find it.
Fifth, on the amended and restated 2019 Equity Incentive Plan, our shareholders have approved.
That's his pay package.
Sixth and finally, on the 2025 CEO Performance Award to our founder and CEO, Elon Musk, with over 75% voting in favor, approved.
This is so crazy. A bunch of people like rooting and cheering because another man got $1 trillion pay package. Yes! Yes! $1 trillion! Yes, we did it! We did. I literally voted to give more of the money of the company I'm in to you. I have less voting share. He has more. Elon! Elon!
I declare this meeting is now closed. Elon Musk.
Yeah! All right, here's his speech. I have not seen this. If you guys haven't seen Elon Musk do public speaking before, I have to let you know he is one of the great orators of our time. He's like a modern day Lincoln. He puts Obama to shame. He is one of the greatest speakers the world has ever seen. He has a calm confidence to his voice.
Welcome. So, what we're going to.
Holy shit! That's called Riz, folks!
And those bots are just dancing. There are no wires. Those are actual robots.
Woo!
Thanks, guys. First of all, I'd like to just give a heartfelt thanks to everyone who supported the shareholder votes. I super appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Bro, I was more thankful for the gifted subs I got earlier, and I'm not even particularly crazy about it, than you were for getting $1 trillion pay package. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Icy Fire 420 for the 1 trillion gifted. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. That's crazy, bro. It's the most wealth in human history. Thanks for the dono. Thanks for the 1 trill.
I'd like to thank the Tesla board for their immense support. We have a fantastic board, fantastic group of shareholders. Thank you all. And what we're about to embark upon is not merely a new chapter of the future of Tesla, but a whole new book. And I'm going to talk about that. So this really is going to be quite the story, and Optimus is a fundamental part of that. The sheer scale of Optimus. I mean, I'm going to say a bunch of things that probably I shouldn't say, you know, but.
Okay.
But that's what keeps it interesting. I mean, have you watched any other annual shareholder meeting? I mean, honestly, I was like, if you need to go to sleep, sure. But other shareholder meetings are like snooze fests. But ours are bangers. Look at this. This is sick. Yeah, we got like the cyberpunk nightclub here with real robots just standing there and milling around and dancing. And around our engineering headquarters in Palo Alto, the robots are just walking around the office 24/7 with no one minding them. And then they go charge.
I always get pissed off when somebody says that this guy's the new Steve Jobs. It's not even fucking close. It's not even fucking close. Listen, personal life of Steve Jobs notwithstanding, he was very, very, very good at the marketing of his company. And they have the same job, which is to get people to basically invest and be excited about the future of their company. And it's insane.
Themselves. And Yeah, so the scale of Optimus, like I said, that's really going to be something else. I think it's going to be the biggest product of all time by far. Yeah.
Woo!
So,
Oh, well, if you think that, then
like bigger than cell phones, bigger than anything. I guess a way to think about it is that every human on Earth is going to want to have their own personal R2-D2 C-3PO. So who wouldn't? But actually, Optimus will be even better than that. You know, like R2-D2, it's kind of would beep at you, and it's kind of hard to figure out what he's talking about. You know, you need C-3PO to translate. But Optimus is going to be like everyone's going to want one.
just listen.
Good morning. James Brown.
Just listen. I'm sorry. Just listen.
So thank you. Thank you for coming. We're going to make some history together today. So, welcome to Macworld. You know, it was just a year ago that I was up here and announced that we were going to switch to Intel processors. A huge heart transplant to Intel microprocessors.
Bad choice. Yuck.
And I said that we would do it over the coming 12 months. We did it in 7 months. And it's been the smoothest and most successful transition that we've ever seen.
Wait, this is the full prez? This is an hour-long prez. I'm sorry. I really just wanted the part where he announces the fucking iPhone. I'm sorry.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. And Apple has been, well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career. Apple's been very fortunate. It's been able to introduce a few of these into the world. In 1984, we introduced the Macintosh. It didn't just change Apple, it changed the whole computer industry.
Banger Super Bowl ad. Why is he not stuttering more? Why isn't he going?
In 2001, we introduced the first iPod. And it didn't just change the way we all listen to music. It changed the entire music industry. Well, today, we're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class.
A chill? A chill?
The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone.
What?
And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. So, 3 things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device.
Woo!
And we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
Okay, I'm just pausing. That's cinema. That's how you announce a product. That's how you get people excited. That's how you add a little bit of mystery, a little aura. Now let's compare between this guy's an amateur and a real pro. Let's look at a real pro.
Optimus aren't. But actually, Optimus will be even better than them. You know, like, R2-D2, it's kind of would beep at you, and it's kind of hard to figure out what he's talking about. You know, you need C-3PO to translate. But Optimus is going to be, like, everyone's going to want one. I think in terms of industry, providing products and services, I think it's probably, I don't know, 3 to 5 robots in industry for every, one that's a personal robot. I think there could be tens of billions of Optimus robots out there. Now, obviously, it's very important we pay close attention to safety here, because we do want the Star Wars movie, not the Jim Cameron movie. I love Jim Cameron's movies, but you know what I mean. So, yeah. So we're gonna launch on the fastest production ramp of any product, of any large complex manufactured product ever. And starting with building a 1 million unit production line in Fremont.
Dude, can you imagine thinking in your head, I voted to give this guy $1 trillion. I voted to give this guy the GDP of a small country. I bet everything. I'm a lifelong Tesla shareholder. I put it all into this.
That's line one. And then a 10 million unit per year production line here on the gig.
Woo!
I don't know where we're going to put the 100 million unit production line. Maybe on Mars, I don't know. But I think it's going to literally get to 100 million a year, maybe even 1 billion a year.
You're just saying numbers.
And,
you haven't sold one yet.
People often talk about like eliminating poverty, giving everyone amazing medical care. Well, there's actually only one way to do that, and that's with the Optimus robot. with humanoid robots, you can actually give everyone amazing medical care. In terms of Optimus will be more precise. Optimus will ultimately be better than the best human surgeon, with a level of precision that isn't possible, that is beyond human. So I think that's a pretty wild concept to say, okay, if there's always, people have always talked about eliminating poverty.
Very convincing.
Actually, Optimus will actually eliminate poverty.
Wow.
Optimus will actually give people incredible medical care.
This is the craziest job in the world. You just get up there and say whatever the fuck you want. Just write fan fiction, and then some fucking neckbeard in the back, eyes glazed over, goes, woo! And everyone claps along. That's crazy. Bro just said he's going to solve poverty and give everyone free medical care through selling hundreds of billions of his own proprietary Tesla robot. And everyone just goes, woo!
So, I mean, and so you start getting like sort of some pretty wild sci-fi sort of scenarios where, again, some of these, things I say will obviously be taken out of context and used in snippets and,
I'm giving you,
but whatever. I still going to say them.
I'm giving you the full context, but I just want to be so clear. That's why I like watching these full speeches of both Elon and Trump. Anyway, I like watching the full speeches because when you give the full context, it's still funny. It's when you watch a clip, you can always be like, well, maybe there was more. When you watch the whole thing, it's funnier. It's funnier. With the full context, it's, if anything, it's worse.
I think we may be able to give people a more, if somebody's committed crime, a more humane form of containment of future crime, which is if you say like you now get a free Optimus and it's just going to follow you around and stop you from doing crime. But other than that, you get to do anything. It's just going to stop you from committing crime. That's really it. You don't have to put people in like prisons and stuff. I think it's pretty wild to think of the various of all the possibilities, but I think it's clearly the future.
First of all, he's just fucking waffling. He's just fucking waffling. I think maybe. But what are you talking about? So we're gonna fucking suspend our laws, and if you commit murder, we're gonna fucking buy you a Tesla robot that is programmed by Tesla to make sure you don't commit crime again, and we're all just gonna run with that? So you can walk around on the street, this guy just mass murdered someone because he's got a fucking Tesla robot? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
My book recommendation for maybe the best, mostly utopian sci-fi future are the Ian Banks books, the culture books. So if you're curious, like what do I think the future is probably like? I think it's probably a bit like that. Asimov to some degree, but I think it's, and Heinlein, Ian Banks, if you're like saying, what does Elon think the future?
Should be clear, Asimov to some degree. Asimov's books in aggregate are all about how it is impossible, no matter how you program the laws of robotics, to not have unintended consequences on humans and those around them. Once you have intelligent robotics, but whatever.
Which probably will be like for AI and robots, it's kind of Banksian.
He's kind of like Banksy.
Now, and things do get kind of wild from an economic standpoint, because at a certain point, with AI and robotics, you can actually increase the global economy by a factor of 10 or maybe 100. There's not like an obvious limit. Like Optimus is kind of like an infinite money glitch.
Dude, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being facetious here. When I've heard stoners at parties talking about the same things more eloquently than this. Someone who's fucking high out of his mind in the corner of a party on a couch has talked about shit more eloquently than this. I'm not joking at all.
And maybe there won't even be money in the future, or money might be measured in terms of.
That's such an easy thing for a guy who signed up for $1 trillion pay package to say. They won't even have money, but I am contractually committed to a $1 trillion pay package, but probably won't even matter, dude.
Wattage, like how much power can you bring to bear from an electrical standpoint? I guess what I'm saying is hang on to your Tesla stock.
This is so cynical. Everyone in this crowd, they haven't read fucking Asimov or Banks, or they're just fucking dead silent while he's talking about other things until he says something that makes money go up. They just want to hear line goes up. They all own shares. They want to make money. He's been the guy for that in the past. They hope he's the guy for that in the future. They're just hoping, he says, and then that was embarrassing where he was getting such a dead reaction that he did bend. He did. Guess what I'm saying is, hold on to your Tesla stock. And they fucking cheer. It's crazy.
Yeah, Tesla stock. Yeah.
Just pump.
So, yeah, man, it's pretty wild. You're welcome. Let's see, I think we've got some slides to go through. I'm going to say ad-lib a lot of this stuff, but...
Oh, really?
So...
Well, you ad-lib? I thought this was a well-practiced speech. Well, color me surprised, Elon. You had me fooled. You come off such a natural.
You know, when we started Tesla, the goal was to accelerate the advent of sustainable energy, and that's what we've done. I think Tesla has really led the way with electric vehicles, with battery packs, with a lot of solar, and many other companies have then followed our lead and done that. And electric cars, which used to be non-existent, are now prevalent. And the Model Y, for example, is the #1 selling car of any kind on Earth.
Woo!
But
that true?
With AI,
I think it is. Yeah, Model Y sold pretty well. I mean, especially, I don't know what time period he's talking about, but recently they did some pretty insane deals. I don't know if you guys know, but they were doing 0% down, 0% APY for like 3 years, like insane deals to move Model Ys. So they probably did move quite a bit. I'm pretty sure it was the best selling in 23, 24, but not 25. I'm not up to date, but they've definitely been a top selling car. It's not crazy. Again, Tesla cars are, you know, the farther back you go, they were excellent, and I think they're pretty good now. There's a lot more competition now. It's just that the car business it was valued fairly, would be a much smaller company. So it's really a promises business that depends on Elon saying shit like this. And also, we can't get Chinese EVs, so the competition is a little more limited here.
and robotics, we need to update our mission. And our mission, I think it's good. It's a great mission, which is to achieve sustainable abundance. Which is, it's like, because I often ask people, like, what is the future that you want? What's the best future you can imagine? Because we want to try to make that future, like make the best future you can imagine. And I guess probably the best future is if people, can have whatever they want from a goods and services standpoint or medical standpoint, but at the same time we don't destroy nature, and we keep the rainforests and the beautiful national parks and all that stuff. And so that's what I mean by sustainable abundance. Is that people, can have whatever they want,
Elon,
have all their needs met.
They don't fucking care. Just say stock go up. This crowd is dead silent unless you say stock go up.
But we still keep all of the natural beauty that we want. So. I mean, if somebody can think of a better future, I'm all ears. But I think that's probably the best way to go. So yeah. Let's see. So yeah. As you know, every Tesla is designed to be autonomous. So it's sometimes difficult to explain to people if they've not. In fact, I'm sure you've all encountered this, where you try to tell people that the Tesla can drive itself, and they think you're crazy or something. I mean, especially apart from the Cybertruck, our cars look.
Bro, I think you're crazy, not because I don't think that's a possible tech, but because I'd rather get in a fucking Waymo. And by the way, right now, if you wanted to use Tesla Autonomous, there's a human in the front seat. All the fucking currently running autonomous Teslas have a safety driver in the front seat. There is no autonomous running Tesla right now. So, because legally they can't. It's a taxi.
Pretty normal. I mean, they're good-looking cars, but they don't look super. They look normal. But I guess it's kind of like having a cat, or like, and the cat's just sitting. Let's say you've got a cat and it's like just sitting there on the couch.
Okay.
And you try to tell people that the cat can actually, it's actually Puss in Boots, and it can actually put on boots and a hat and swashbuckle and sing and dance. And people are like, no way, man, that's a cat. Until the cat.
I don't know that I can watch this.
And we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
I don't know. It's tough to balance. Imagine a cat or we're introducing the iPhone. Which line is going to be more iconic in business history? It's tough for me to say.
Cat, and it can actually put on boots. It's actually Puss in Boots, and it can actually put on boots and a hat and swashbuckle and sing and dance. And people are like, no way, man, that's a cat. Until the cat.
Fuck it. I'm Team Elon, baby. He flipped me. He's low-key spitting. No way, man. That's a cat. This is insane. I mean, what a fucking society, bro. We're just shoveling hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars towards this guy as he like fucking ketamine-induced fucking stutters on stage. The most inane bullshit with no numbers to back it up, no product sales. This is actually hilarious. This is crazy.
Whew. Does all those things. And you're like, damn, what the? We've got, millions of Tesla cars out there that are kind of like Puss in Boots. They're intelligent, but people don't know that they're intelligent. They look like normal cars, but actually they're super smart and can drive themselves.
God damn, bro, brought it back.
I think that's probably the single biggest thing we need to do is to educate potential customers that you can either have a cat that's like a normal cat, or you can have Puss in Boots. And Puss in Boots is very cool.
Hell yeah.
So these days when people come to our stores, or even people that have the car, haven't turned it.
Do you think he thought he was spitting with that? Do you think in Elon's mind he was like, dude, I'm gonna hit him with the Puss in Boots line. I'm gonna triple down on the Puss in Boots line, and they are gonna eat that shit up. Like I got a fucking fire metaphor, and then they're gonna go, oh, and it's just gonna move fucking units.
We find, and sometimes people have paid for FSD and haven't turned it on. We're like, what? You should at least try it once.
What?
And so now we'll the sales team, the service team will actually sit with customers and say, look, let us show you how it works and how easy it is. And then once they've tried it for even just a few days, they can't live without it. And now with version 14, we're actually getting to the point where we almost feel comfortable allowing people to text and drive, which is kind of the killer app. Because that's really what people want to do.
The killer app, but that's good. +2, Elon.
And do.
Doo-doo! What are you spitting?
And actually, right now, the versions, the car's a little strict about keeping your eyes on the road. But I'm confident that in the next month or two, we're going to look closely at the safety statistics, but we will allow you to text and drive, essentially.
Yeah! Yeah!
So,
Give him 2 trillion! Give him 3 trillion!
it's certainly been the current situation, which often people will actually turn off FSD to text, then turn it back on, which is less safe. So yeah, that's probably the single biggest thing is just get people aware of FSD. And then obviously we need to get it approved in Europe. So we certainly appreciate the support of our customers in Europe pushing the regulators to approve FSD, because you can't even get even just normal supervised FSD is not allowed in Europe currently, which doesn't make any sense. And I've had these like crazy conversations with the regulators that seem like a Franz Kafka novel, where I'm like, well, look, we have billions of kilometers of data that shows that FSD increases safety. And they're like, well, we have to have all these committee meetings. I'm like, yeah, but people's lives are at stake here. So definitely a pressure from our customers in Europe to push the regulators to approve would be appreciated. And then we have partial approval in China, and we hopefully will have full approval in China around February or March or so. That's what they've told us.
How about that?
Yeah, but yeah, the fact that every Tesla car is capable of full self-driving, every car we build and have built for the last several years is capable of full self-driving is pretty wild, and most people don't know that. So, and then we've got the first car that is specifically built for unsupervised full self-driving to be a robotaxi. It's called a cybercab. It doesn't even have pedals or steering wheel.
Holy.
Yeah. So there's no side view mirrors. There's no yeah. So it's very much optimized for the lowest cost per mile in an autonomous mode. And that production is happening right here in this factory, and we'll be starting production in April next year.
All right.
So the way that Cybercab is designed is it's designed obviously for a purely autonomous world, but also the manufacturing system is unlike any other car. The manufacturing system of the Cybercab, it's closer to a high-volume consumer electronics device than it is a car manufacturing line. So the net result is that I think we should be able to achieve, I think, ultimately less than a 10-second cycle time, basically a unit every 10 seconds. Maybe ultimately take a few years to get there, but it's theoretically possible to get to a 5-second production time. And so what that would mean is you could get on a line that would normally produce, say, 500,000 cars a year at a 1-minute cycle time, like Model Y. This would be maybe as much as 2 or 3 million. Maybe ultimately, it's theoretically possible to achieve a 5 million unit production line.
We made the right guy the richest man on earth. I'll just tell you that. We made the right guy. We picked the right man for this job.
It's a lot of cars. So these will be everywhere in the future.
Oh, really?
So And we want it to look futuristic, so like it changes the look of the roads. Now the ingredients, when you look at what Optimus what's required to make Optimus and the various ingredients, what do you need to do to do high volume humanoid robot production? I think it's worth considering that really the cars we make are already robots, but they're four-wheeled robots. So Tesla is already the biggest robot manufacturer in the world because every car we make is a robot. And when you break it down to the fundamental elements, you've got batteries, power electronics, motors, gearboxes. You've got connectivity. You've got a vision-based AI. Hi, Optimus. And all the various pieces that you need for a humanoid robot. You need the AI chip. You need the AI software. You need to be able to manage a large fleet. And so really Optimus is a robot with arms and legs as opposed to a robot with wheels. So Tesla's ideally suited.
This is one of the worst presentations I've ever seen in my life.
In this arena.
I just want you to know, this is one of the worst presentations I've ever seen in my life.
You will see certainly many companies.
I've seen fucking people at ASU who were throwing up the night before giving a presentation in business class 101 classes that did better job than this. And I'm not kidding. I can think of a specific example. like clammy hands, clearly about to throw up again, and did a better job than this. This is one of the worst presentations I've ever seen in my entire life.
Showing demonstration robots.
Mine?
There's really three things that are super difficult about robots. One is the engineering of the forearm and hand, because the human hand is an incredible thing, actually. It's super dexterous. So engineering the hand really well, the real-world AI, and then volume manufacturing. Those are generally the things that are missing. One or more of those things are missing from other companies. So Tesla is the only one that has all three of those. Yeah. So, yeah.
Woo!
So this is the Optimus kind of initial. It's kind of the prototype production line. The high volume production line will be very automated, obviously, but this is really the production line that we use to make the prototypes. So you can get a sort of rough sense for what it takes to build the robot.
I feel bad for some of these people. They're extremely talented engineers. It's shocking that he's the face of the work they're doing.
Got to pull the finger.
This is crazy. Say something.
And then, as I said before, I think once we reach about 1 million units per year of sustained production or in excess of that, I think probably the cost of production is around $20,000 in current year dollars. So this will be certainly very affordable. Yeah, like I said, I think Optimus will ultimately increase the size of the economy.
Yeah, you said that.
Probably by a factor of 10 or more.
You said that.
Next year we start production with Optimus version 3. What you're seeing here is Optimus version 2.5. Optimus 3 is an incredibly good design. The Tesla engineering team is amazing.
You can tell the passion.
When you see Optimus 3.
The passion in his voice.
It will seem as though that there's someone like a person in a robot outfit, which is how we started with Optimus.
I'm not kidding, Elon. You see this video? You pay me $10 million. That's all it is. I swear to God, I could do this presentation for you. I'll do it really well. I promise. You pay me $10 million, nothing. We'll get the stock up. Well, I promise you, dude. I'll do the same thing. I'll get up there. I'll believe it. This is crazy. I'll coach you if you want to do it yourself. I'll coach you. You can't be doing this, bro. I mean, if you've gotten this far with this level, can you imagine?
It really is going to be something special. And then Optimus 4, that hopefully starts production in 27, and then Optimus 5 in 28. So it's kind of like an annual release cycle with significant improvements with each one, and gigantic increases in the scale of production. So, yeah, sustainable abundance via AI and robotics. That's the future we're headed for. And as I think most people here know, the safety statistics show that miles driven on FSD are much safer than miles driven without it. So what this will translate to ultimately is saving the lives of millions of people and preventing hundreds of millions of accidents. So a massive increase in lives solved and tragedies avoided. It's going to be amazing.
Woo! The question isn't between human drivers and your version of autonomous driving, though. The question is between your version of autonomous driving and the Waymo version, or the one that has LiDAR, just in general. And in that example, you have more deaths, you have more accidents. And because when it comes to robots, consumers want absolute trust. They want as close to near zero accidents as possible. They don't want to get in a car if there's a chance it could kill them, even if it is safer than a human driver on average. So because of that increased risk premium in a Tesla car over its competition, which you did not address here, there's a problem. There's a problem getting regulatory approval. That's why your cars have fucking human drivers sitting in the front, dick in their hand. And there's a problem with customers being excited and interested in using it. However, I neglected to mention that most cars are cats. And this is Puss in Boots. And that's why I'm back on board. And that's why I'm back on fucking board.
And how many people here have tried 14.1? Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, you can see even with the point releases, it's getting quite a bit better. It should be pretty smooth at this point. But really 14.2 is, there are major changes with 14.2 and then 14.3. I think by 14.3 is when we'll really be at the point where you can just pretty much fall asleep and wake up at your destination. So,
woo! Pretty much. What does that mean? So I can or I can't fall asleep?
And then I've been putting a lot of time into the new Tesla chip design.
Because pretty much is like a big difference, right?
In order to have a functional robot, you have to have a great AI chip. And it needs to be an inexpensive chip, and it needs to be very power efficient. So we believe the AI5 chip will be probably
pretty much is
about a third of the power of...
Pretty much is such a funny thing to say the more I think about it. You can pretty much fall asleep. Like, it's pretty binary, right? Either I can or I can't, because if I can't, then I'm not going to just wake up and take the wheel if there's trouble. Actually, so funny to say pretty much.
Say something like...
If this is all Elon, I'm not going to watch it. When does he stop? Dude, he goes for a while, huh? Maybe I'll stop. I won't do the Q&A, or I'll do the first question.
Blackwell, and NVIDIA Blackwell, which is a great
This
chip.
is good, but
for roughly comparable performance.
We'll skip the Q&A.
And much less than 10% of the cost. So
it's too peak. It's too peak.
This is a chip that is very much optimized for the Tesla AI software stack. So it's
dude, can you imagine you being in this audience and you sat here for the length of a Lord of the Rings movie, hearing him just go, so yeah, basically 14.2, that's going to be better than 14.1.
It's not meant to be a general purpose chip. It's meant to be an amazing chip for the Tesla AI software. I mean, a couple things that I think like, how is Tesla able to achieve such an improvement? I think it is because we are specialized. We're not trying to, NVIDIA has to serve the superset of all past and future customers. So all of their requirements, all of the software that they've written has to work, which is a very difficult problem. Whereas we just need to make it work for our software. And so we were able to simplify the chip dramatically. And then we also, I think we're unique in this, but like we have an integer-based system. And integer operations are fundamentally more efficient than floating point operations.
Shut up.
So we can do floating point, but the vast majority of our inference is done in integer, which is, if you're familiar with sort of logic gates, like the simplicity of integer, and integer is much more power efficient, much more silicon efficient, but you actually have to train for integer inference, which everyone else is training for floating point. That's kind of like a
brother, this guy stinks.
So yeah, this is going to be a great chip. So this chip will be made in basically in 4 places: TSMC Taiwan, Samsung Korea, TSMC Arizona, and TSMC Texas.
Woo! We're making chips in Arizona, baby.
And we already know what improvements to make for AI6. So I'm hopeful that we can, within less than a year of AI5 starting production, we can actually transition in the same fab to AI6 and double all of the performance metrics. So
number go up.
I'm super hardcore on chips right now, as you may be able to tell. I have chips on the brain. I dream about chips, literally. I can draw the at least the broad brushstroke physical design of the AI5 chip by heart at this point.
This is embarrassing.
It's a good chip. It's a good chip, sir. So this is really key. Now, one of the things I'm trying to figure out is how do we make enough chips? So
how much is left? He's actually got me pushed to the limit. When's the Q&A?
We got the best case scenario for chip production from of chips that were going to go anyway, but what Tesla's done is accelerate.
I'm sorry. Usually I make it through the whole thing. This is actually such a bad presentation. My eyes are glazing over. It's rare for me to stop this early, but
accelerate that outcome.
Let's 2x.
Sometimes people don't understand quite how much energy comes from the sun. So the sun is 99.8% of all mass in the solar system. Jupiter being 0.1%, and then 0.1% is miscellaneous Earth being the miscellaneous battery. So the total amount of energy. So sometimes people say like, we'll build future reactors on Earth. Like, well, actually, the giant fusion reactor in the sky is basically impossible to beat. You start to agree that even if you could burn Jupiter in a thermonuclear reactor, the amount of energy produced by the sun would still round up to 100%. That's how much energy the sun produces. So solar power is necessarily the future.
He sounds like Ben Shapiro.
Solar powered AI satellites, and I think Tesla's going to play a role in that. We've also refreshed the product line, so S3XY. If you haven't tried the Model S 3XY, I recommend at least getting a test drive or a test ride, as a case maybe for the full self-driving. And I think we'll be blown away. So those who do not, if you may be listening to Tesla, you should try one. So, of course, we've got the Cybertruck, which is the toughest truck of all
Cybertruck! Cybertruck. Wait. Cybertruck.
time. And of course, we've got the Cybertruck, which is the toughest truck of all time. It's literally bulletproof, faster than a Porsche 911, and can out-tow a Ford F-350. So it's a great car, great truck.
Does it?
And then starting next year,
Starting next year, you've been saying this.
manufacture the Tesla Semi.
You've been saying this. It's always next year.
We already have a lot of prototype Tesla semis in operation. PepsiCo and other companies have been using the Tesla Semi for quite some time. But we will start volume production at our Northern Nevada factory in 2026. So we've got two big products, three massive products starting production next year. We've got Optimus, we've got Tesla Semi, and we've got the Cybercab. So. And then battery packs. So if you look at total US power generation capability, it's roughly a terawatt. But the average power usage is less than half a terawatt. And that's because there are big differences in power usage between day and night. So the daily and seasonal variations in power consumption mean that the United States, and really every country, is only producing about half as much electrical energy as it could. Because without batteries, there's no effective way to buffer the energy. So what batteries actually enable is, even if you don't build any incremental power plants, you could double the energy output of the United States just with batteries. This is a super big deal. And in fact, I think that's really where most of the incremental energy production in the United States is going to come from. It's literally batteries. So a bigger deal than it may seem.
Just making a clap.
And then we keep improving the battery design, so the Mega Block, which makes it really easy to deploy battery, utility scale batteries. So we've just simplified and brought more of the components to be internal to the battery, so you can just show up and drop off a battery and it works. And then hopefully over time we'll actually add more and more of the power electronics, so that Megapack will actually be able to output up to 35 kilovolts directly. So you won't need a substation, is what I'm saying. You can just literally drop it off, kind of like the way that a Powerwall, you just connect it to the house, utility wires go on one side, and the other side goes to the house mains, and that's it. So we want to get Megapack to the point where you just literally take the utility wires and you plug them in, and it just works. So.
All right.
Then we've also built the world's largest supercharger network. So we do a lot of things here at Tesla. That's the biggest supercharger network in the world by far. And ultimately, you'll be able to go anywhere on Earth using a Tesla supercharger. And it's pretty close to anywhere on Earth, but it's going to be ultimately just anywhere. It'll just work anywhere. So the supercharger team has done great work expanding that and improving the efficiency of the supercharger network.
Didn't you fire the whole supercharger team?
The other car companies basically said, well, they'll just use the Tesla supercharger network. I'm like, okay, sounds good to us. It's always important to have a slide on safety in the factory, so we continue to improve safety for our factory workers.
Dude, you fired the entire supercharger team in May of last year.
And the vibe in the Tesla factory is good. People are happy. That's how you know it's a good company. We've also put a lot of investment into raw materials. So we've built in South Texas and Corpus Christi the biggest lithium refinery outside of China, I believe. So it's starting with 50 gigawatt hours of lithium, and we'll expand from there. So this is a very, very important to have, in a worst case scenario, that we have the ingredients necessary to make a battery. Very important. And then we've got here on this site the cathode factory, which is just a sort of giant building about half a mile away. And we're just making sure that we, from a supply chain standpoint, are resilient against any potential geopolitical challenges.
Okay.
And then also at this factory, we also make the 4680 cell, which is getting better and better. And that 4680 cell will be used in the Cybercab.
I don't think there's anything else to say. I'm done with this. Where's the Q&A?
Yeah. All right, we'll do the next one. Maybe we'll do it in the, maybe the downtown arena or the soccer stadium or something like that.
And get your security check. We want to make sure that you're safe.
What if I just bob and weave?
But, we want a party, and
Okay.
if you can bring the other Elon companies there as well,
Okay.
investors would really appreciate it.
All right, sounds good.
So thank you very much for listening to that.
All right.
All right, one question, I'm done.
Elon, as a father, I just want to first thank you for everything you're doing in the world, especially freedom of speech. Thank you. And one question. Will you or Tesla ever consider FSD tied to an owner's account rather than a vehicle to encourage more frequent upgrades, provided the transfer is to only a brand new Tesla vehicle?
I was literally reading Grok questions off his phone.
Fostering brand loyalty. If the vehicle is sold or traded without upgrade to another Tesla, FSD ownership would end.
Well, we have done that a few times. I guess I I guess we could extend it again. All right, we'll extend it. We'll extend it for at least another quarter, and then play it by ear after that. All right.
Howdy, Elon. Congrats on not having to show up to work for free anymore.
Yeah.
What are you fucking talking about?
We now have over a $40 billion war chest. We're cash flow positive and
Yes.
remain that.
Is he an employee or is he saying we because he's a shareholder? Because that's funny. Bro thinks he's on the team?
We know how you feel about fiat already. Is it time to take a look at Bitcoin? What's your belief on that? Also, you've hinted towards that there's a wheelchair accessible model in the works. Were you
Yes.
referring to the Robovin? And if so, can we please speed up production to help the least fortunate?
Sure. Obviously we need a vehicle that's big enough to fit a wheelchair, if it's wheelchair accessible. So I think that is the Robovin or Robust or whatever we call it. I mean, it's not like we're slowing down because we want to slow down. It's like we're spinning like a zillion plates here. But I do think it would be very cool because I think aesthetically as well, it just would change the look of the roads and make it feel like the future. So it won't be long before we make that. But since we do have Optimus, we've got Cybercab, Optimus, and Semi all next year. We'll probably have to be maybe the year that, a couple years from now or something like that. But we certainly will.
Dude, he wants to say in 18 months or like his normal line so bad, but then he's catching himself and like he knows it's a lie. He knows it's a lie, so he's giving himself a little more room because he's been called out so many times and there's so many clips of him saying it.
Make a wheelchair accessible vehicle. So.
Hi, Satoshi. I was privileged enough to attend the Investor Day, and you also talked about
They think he's
being a
Satoshi.
product. And I saw the dry cathode method and so forth, and I wanted to know the progress in that, and also would Optimus be working on that in the future production line?
He didn't answer the crypto question before.
I guess the dry cathode, man, that's turned out to be a lot harder than we thought. It does look like it's going to be successful, and it will have some cost advantage relative to wet cathode. But if I had to wind the clock back, I would probably have gone with wet cathode instead of dry cathode, because it just turned out to be a lot harder to make it, high volume.
Random cue. Random question.
Really, I think I was 50.
So, all right.
Hi, Mr. Musk. Gaurav. Been a fan of yours since 2006. I think I saw a piece in Popular Science magazine. It was really cool, and I think I was 15 at the time. Shareholder since 10 years now. It's been really, really rewarding. It's changed my life. So thank you very much to you and Tesla. My question is regarding Tesla's mission for a sustainable future as it pertains to autonomy. I personally fully expect a deflationary period after, unlocked by autonomy, basically, both in moving humans and goods and whatnot, excluding Optimus even.
He loves Elon so much he speaks like him.
Is Tesla going to focus on to reduce the dollar per mile? Rough math, I think like 30 cents a mile would be really nice. 50 cents is pretty good too. I mean, looking at inflation later on. And then I guess the second part of that, how low does it have to be for people to just stop buying cars, like where it doesn't make economic sense to do that? I expect that to affect economies of scale and then further increase the pricing of vehicles there on out. So what is that node at which inflection happens?
Well, in terms of cost per mile, I mean, we do see a path with a lot of work to get below 20 cents a mile in current year dollars.
I want to see his phone.
Well, in terms of cost
That's definitely.
per mile,
Is that notes or is that an
Well, I mean-
LLM? I can't tell. I can't tell. It looks like Grok, but I can't tell. Or ChatGPT.
we do see a path
can't
with
tell.
a lot of work to get below 20 cents a mile in current year dollars.
You want to zoom in? We want to actually figure it out. Let's
Cost
see.
per mile,
I want to know. Enhance. Enhance. It's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. I can't. I mean, there's not. It's not high quality enough. I can't tell. Looks like notes. I can go to 4K. Wait, if I go to 4K, hold. If I go to 4K, slightly better qual. I think that's notes, right? That's note. That's dark mode notes. All right. Okay.
I mean, we do see a path with a lot of work to get below 20 cents a mile in current year dollars. I somewhat agree that things will probably be deflationary as productivity increases, because you can think of money supply as being the ratio of...
I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm ending this now. I don't care. He dulled my senses. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I thought the first part was pretty funny. He lost me. But I'm super glad he got his $1 trillion. Thank fucking God. Bless up. Bless fucking up. Shout out Elon Musk. $1 trillion pay package. And a renewed focus on Tesla, which you could tell in that presentation. What else did I want to see? There was other stuff. Oh, there's a new Almost Friday. Let's watch Almost Friday to break up that fucking presentation. Honest to God. Almost Friday YouTube. A fucking funny new Almost Friday just came out when you finally donate to charity. Here we go. Let's do that.
You know, these guys linebackers coach spent 4 years in Guantanamo Bay.
Really?
Yeah. They accuse him of being one of the 9/11 hijackers.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Sasha McMasha. Every weekend, innocent men drink themselves to death at the pregame, and the heartbreaking result leaves both the rest of their night. Hi, I'm Sasha McMasha.
Come on.
Every weekend, innocent, belligerent men order cocaine in bulk to convince their dealer his hour now. You can put a stop to this downward spiral before it gets out of hand.
All right, fuck, who are these guys? Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
Hi, I'm Sasha McMasha. Every weekend, innocent men have their home plundered by a coke dealer who won't leave without the money he's owed plus interest. Whether these helpless, utterly blameless men like it or not, the dealer will enslave them and monologue about topics like Israel and how if they'd let him over there, it would have been done in a week. So if you can find it in your heart A donation of just $20 could stop the drug dealer from inviting his boy Jeremy over.
$20? What the fuck is that gonna do?
Hi, still Sasha McMasha here. Every day in every country in the entire world, kickbacks are upended when a drug dealer's boy barges in, screaming that he is being hunted by something. In an act of self-preservation, he tries to get someone else to sacrifice themselves. This starts an internal battle at the worst possible time because the real enemy is outside. The Blood Lord, whose name is roughly translated from an ancient Mayan text, does not have time for petty squabbles and knows only hunger. So if you can find it in your heart for just 60 cents a day, you can placate this ancient forest demon and keep his bottomless hate at bay.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm donating, man. I'm gonna see how this shit ends.
What an insane skit. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What happened? Guess the commercial ended.
Did we help?
Do you feel like you helped?
I feel like we tried.
That's what charity's all about.
Amen, brother.
We are really good guys.
Wow. I don't even think that's a Churchill quote.
There's a moment every Saturday where college football game day.
And then it's a fucking DraftKings ad. That was good. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. In the arms of an angel. Bum, bum, bum. Damn, we had 1 million views on the me and Squeaks playing Hitman. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. YouTube Frog, I get to the sub that says, amen, brother. I can tell by his eyes, no Empress. Of course, no fucking Empress. I'm not going to do Empress at 9:15, ending at probably 10. What am I going to do? Fucking 30 minutes Empress? We. But I'm trying to. I apologize for my message. Oh, you guys remember this from yesterday? Bro came in and said Wimby's gonna drop 70 on bitch ass Luca, and I said I'm gonna time you out because you're a longtime sub. Come back tomorrow. And then you did apologize. Wow. You're a big man. You're a big man. You're as big as Wimby is. All right. You're metaphorically as big as he is physically, and I respect that. I do respect that. You're as big as Fat Luca after a couple more months in America. If you don't want to play the game anymore, just say it. It's fine. I do want to play the game. What you guys don't ever seem to fucking understand is I don't like jumping into a game for a short period of time at the end of stream. You guys are always like, oh, you're done with everything else on stream? Why don't you fucking play a little bit of jump into a game? It's like, I don't want to do that. That's not fun to me. I want to have 2 hours and I want to do it when I'm at my most energetic. Lost Lace hit list? Now that's an idea. Try Arc Raiders. Hey, someone clue me in on Arc Raiders, bro. Is Arc Raiders popping? Everyone's talking about it. Is it just, what is it Tarkov but colorful? Most overrated game of all time. Tarkov, but not shit. I mean, is it, hear me out. Is Arc Raiders the league to Tarkov's Dota? Is Arc Raiders the Valorant to Tarkov's CSGO? People say yes and no. What are you on about? Is it the Heroes of the Storm? I don't know, bro. I just work here. Nah, well, I'm just asking. It's a simple question, bro. Simple fucking question. It's more like Smite. I didn't like Smite. I didn't fuck with Smite. What about I play I do want to play Dispatch. I think I'll beat Empress before that. But I heard Dispatch is like, when is that? How far am I in the? I heard it's like a TV show. Like it comes out episodes at a time. Oh, but I'm already at the end, huh? So I'd have to just binge it. Yeah, that sounds fun as shit. Wait, how long is the first episode of Dispatch? Can I try the first episode right now? Oh. They're 1 hour. You ever talk about OpenAI? I guess the quick OpenAI update is that, I mean, I made a video about it. OpenAI said a bunch of things that were really, 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 really obviously angling for a government bailout. Their CFO said we might need government backstops. And then she went on LinkedIn afterwards and said, oh, I didn't know what backstops meant. I didn't actually mean that. She's the CFO of OpenAI. And she's like, the word backstops means that? No, I just thought it meant like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then Sam Altman like openly said, no, we're not trying to become too big to fail. No, we're not trying to do all these deals so we get too big to fail and we have to get bailed out. What are you talking about? They both backed out, but like it's becoming more clear that that's their strategy, which is absurd. It's a time-honored American tradition. That's true. That's fucking true. Did you see Mr. Beast in Saudi Arabia? I did, but there wasn't much more information. It was just a Mr. Beast park in Riyadh, which is by itself crazy, but not enough for me to. And then I do want to talk about, but I think I won't do it today. I want to talk about how the true vibe death among Trump supporters. Bro, I saw more threads in like conservative areas than I've ever seen in this past week of people being like, looking, I love the guy, but something's off. I found a good one that I wanted to show you. There's like a real, like, they're getting ready to throw him under the. I saw a lot of threads that were like, I'm really more of a Vance guy. Like Trump was all right for getting the movement started, but I'm really more. I saw a lot of this. So I'm gonna do a thing on that tomorrow. But more of a Squeaks guy. Well, yeah, I mean, Squeaks is the next step. Squeaks is the next step. But I think right now, to be quite honest with you, I'm gonna try and do a hitless Silk song. I'm trying to do a hitless Lost Lace. That's what I'm gonna try to do. And then I'm just gonna fucking dip. I think that Elon thing took it out of me straight up. I just don't. I just want to play a game and chill and relax, but I don't want to. I want to play a little Lost Lace. And I want to, because I still have to make a prez for a recording tomorrow for LS. Did you read the FT article on Neom's The Line? Yeah, I do want to talk about that. I want to do my Saudi Arabia theory. Oh, we can include Mr. Beast. Actually, that's a good idea for fucking... That's a good idea for Monday. You're such an FT piggy. I do love FT. Okay, here we go. Log in. It's a dance. It's a delicate dance. Oh! Woo! Woo! First part. First part. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold the fucking phone. This is where it gets hard. No! Fuck. All right, one hit. Dude, 2 hits. Let's go. I can so do this. I can so do this. I can so do this. 2 hits. I made 2 small mistakes. I can so do this. It's such a great fight. It's just such a great fight. It's such a dance. Can you show charm setup? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna try one more time. I would love to get this like recorded. This is my charm setup. I mean, it's really just long claw and bar bracelet. That's all that matters. Why do you have to go hitless? Just because for the fucking thrill of it, dude. Just for the thrill of it. And the compass, of course. All right. No dice? I'm going for hitless, so the dice wouldn't matter, right? Massive hits. Let's go. That was the cleanest first stage I've ever done. That was the cleanest first I've ever done. I can do this. I can do this. This part kind of sucks, actually. You have to wait like 45 seconds every single fight for this animation. Fuck. No! I got trapped. It's going to be a one-hit run, maybe. Oh. All right. Maybe not today. Maybe not fucking today. Actually, I can try one more time. One more time. It's close. Like, I just have to fucking... When you get it, you gotta go straight to Absolute Radiance? Okay, fine. That's fine. If I get it, I'll try one Absolute Radiance. But I have to get it. Yeah. It just has to... I have to get in the flow state. Like, I can dodge every move, but sometimes you get trapped or you don't see the startup. Okay. Lock in. Lock in. Oh, fuck. Restart. Restart. Gotta get a good start. Gotta get it. Gotta get a flow. Have you considered playing Dispatch? I just said that. Yeah, I think I will play Dispatch. I think I will. I didn't know what it was, but it actually looks pretty fun. It's like a cool idea. It's like an innovation in gaming. I like having a... Oh, wait, I gotta focus. I gotta focus at the start more than anything, because you have to get in the... Spacing? 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 Dude, that's so fucked! That's so fucked. I'm going for... Oh, that's so fucked. That's so fucked, dude! They shot from the wrong side. Oh, I'll try for one hit. One hit would be the best of the day. One hit means you're right there. Spacing. 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 Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. This is the hardest part. Is where you get stuck. That's so stupid. Dude, I'm gonna die. Okay. Dude, when they put the little black things on the ground, that's the one that gets you. Because sometimes I think you get literally stuck. I think you literally have like a trap, a fucking frame trap. What time is it? I'm gonna try again. It would be cool as one long stream. Oh, Dispatch? Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. Is there other games like Dispatch coming out where I could like start right when they began? That fucking spacing. Fuck me, dude. All right. 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 Just no unlucky goop on the ground. No unlucky goop on the ground. No unlucky goop on the ground. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck! No, come on! Come on. Come on. Yeah, baby! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go! Hitless lost lace! Okay, now. Let the body come up. End? I can't end? Alright. End? Open up Silk Song? Open up Hollow Knight? Let's go. Imagine. Imagine, dude. Never before done on Twitch. Heat check? I'm gonna die instantly. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. All right, get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it. It just feels different. It just feels different. No fucking way. Good spawn, good spawn, good spawn, good spawn, good spawn. No! That's so unlucky. That's so unlucky, bro. Oh, that's so unlucky. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end stream right there. Thank you for watching today. Thank you for watching and struggling through the Elon thing with me. Back tomorrow, talking about the Trump polling fall off situation and a couple of threads I found from conservative sources. And then TBD some road to Empress as well. But if you want me to do it, try to do it early. Try to get me to do it early. All right. Thanks very much for watching. That was good. Oh, and Crypto Shark Tank tomorrow would be nice as well, actually. I'm going to have to start to do that. Dude, the problem is the fucking podcast. But I will. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye. 7777777. No friend swap? Oh, yeah. Friend swap Fridays. I'll check the thread. Okay. Goodbye. Good night. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.